10 Ways to Save the Planet. The United Nations suggests that climate change is not just the defining issue of our time, but we are also at a defining moment in history. Weather patterns are changing and will threaten food production, and sea levels are rising and could cause catastrophic flooding across the globe. Countries must make drastic actions to avoid a future with irreversible damage to major ecosystems and planetary climate. But what about individuals? What can we do to help save the Earth? Let's find out together with this video, the 10 ways to save the planet. 1. Conserve water. The little things can make a big difference. Every time you turn off the water while you're brushing your teeth, you're doing something good. Got a leaky faucet? You might be dripping as much as 90 gallons, 340 liters, of water down the drain every day. So fix it. It's easy and cheap. And stop drinking bottled water. Switch to filtered tap water. You'll save a ton of cash and help reduce a ton of plastic waste in the process. 2. Be car conscious. If you can, stay off the road 2 days a week or more. You'll reduce greenhouse gas emissions by an average of 1,590 pounds, 721 kilograms, per year. It's easier than you think. You can combine your errands, hit the school, grocery store and dog daycare in one trip. And talk to your boss about teleworking. It's a boon for you and your company. But being car conscious also means maintaining your car on a regular basis. You can improve your gas mileage by 0.6% to 3% by keeping your tires inflated to the proper pressure, and be sure to make necessary repairs if your car fails emission. 3. Walk, bike or take public transit. Walking and biking are obvious ways to reduce greenhouse gases. Plus you'll get some good cardio and burn some calories while you do it. If you live in an area that's not walkable, take advantage of your local mass transit if you can. Or carpool. Even one car off on the road makes a difference. 4. Reduce, reuse, recycle. You can help reduce pollution just by putting that soda can in the recycling bin. It really does make a difference. Paper too. The average American household dumps 13,000 separate pieces of paper each year, most of it junk mail and packaging. But you can also take reusable bags to the grocery, and avoid using disposable plates, spoons, glass, cups and napkins. Contact companies that send you junk mail to get off their mailing lists. When you order online, see if you can group your packages together for mailing. Buy products that are made of recycled materials. And don't forget to recycle your own paper. It all makes a difference. 5. Give composting a try. In 2018, Americans generated 292.4 million tons of trash. Only 25 million tons of that was composted. Some was recycled and some was combusted for energy, but half of it, 146 million tons, ended up in the landfill. Imagine if you could divert more of that to your own compost. It would help reduce the amount of solid waste you produce, and what eventually winds up in your local landfill. Plus, compost makes a great natural fertilizer. 6. Switch to LEDs. Compact fluorescent light bulbs are great. They can last 10 times longer than incandescent bulbs and they use at least 2/3 less energy, but even CFLs have issues. They're hard to dispose of because they contain mercury. Enter light-emitting diode, or LED, bulbs. They emit light in a very narrow band wavelength, so they're super energy efficient. Start replacing your old incandescent bulbs with LED bulbs now, if you haven't already. They do cost more than CFLs and incandescents, but equivalent LED bulbs can last at least 30,000 hours compared to 1,000 hours for incandescent bulbs, or 8,000 to 10,000 hours for CFLs. 7. Live energy-wise. Make your home more energy efficient and save money. Your home's windows are responsible for 25 to 30% of residential heat gain and heat loss. If they're old and inefficient, consider replacing them. Also be sure your home has proper insulation. Insulation is measured in terms of its thermal resistance or R value. The higher the R value, the more effective the insulation. 8. Eat sustainable foods. Today, large-scale food production accounts for as much as 25% of the greenhouse emissions. So how do you eat sustainably? Choosing food from farmers that aim to conserve the natural resources and have as little impact on the land as possible. But even buying as much as you can from local farmers makes a difference. Eating more whole grains, vegetables, fruits and nuts, and less red meats and processed foods does too. Grow your own fruits and vegetables. You can grow a garden. 9. Plant a tree or two. Greenhouse gas emissions continue to rise and most countries are not reducing carbon emissions. But there is a natural way to combat climate change. Plant a tree. Plants naturally absorb carbon from the air. One young tree can absorb CO2 at a rate of 13 pounds per tree every single year. And that's just an itty-bitty baby tree. Once that tree reaches about 10 years old, it's at its most productive stage of carbon storage. Then it can absorb 48 pounds, 21 kilograms, of CO2 per year. Trees also remove all other kinds of junk from the air, including sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides and small particles. So go ahead, plant a tree. It's good for everybody. 10. Give up plastics. The statistics are shocking. People around the world buy 1 million plastic drinking bottles every minute, and use up to 5 trillion single-use plastic bags every year. Humans are addicted to plastic, and hardly any of it, about 9%, gets recycled. A staggering 68 to 219 million tons of plastic is currently in our oceans. Break the cycle. Stop buying bottled water. Say no to plastic shopping bags and use cloth bags instead. Don't use plastic straws. Drink from a reusable cup instead of a plastic one. Avoiding plastic can divert a ton of waste from the oceans and landfill. Have you seen 10 ways to save the planet? There are many ways to save our planet, including conserving water, reducing our use of oil, and embracing green energy. Reducing waste and single-use plastics, and planting more trees. It is important to save Earth because so far, it is the only completely habitable planet that offers fresh water, food and oxygen for thousands of species, including humans. How about you? Do you know of other ways to save our planet? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.